The Department of Basic Education is assessing the damage caused by a storm at Albert Moroka High School in Thaba Nchu in the Free State. The school was being used as one of the marking centres for Accounting Paper 2 and Business Studies Paper 2. One marker was slightly injured while the rest escaped unscathed. The roof of the marking centre was blown off by the storm while marking was in progress. Senior officials from the department and Umalusi will be visiting the marking centre. SABC News reporter Palesa Moeti has the story for us.
We're coming to you from Albert Moroka High School here in Thaba Nchu. It's a school that has been used as a matric marking center. It was damaged yesterday in the afternoon when a storm struck this area. We understand that at this point the main hall has been damaged, as well as one classroom, an old staff room, as well as the learners' toilets have been damaged. When we arrived here, there was a truck from the Department of Education and officials were busy loading transcripts, matric scripts rather, onto the truck in an attempt to rescue them and take them to another nearby school where marking will continue. We also understand that the scripts that are actually wet because of the storm, and that the officials will be trying to lay them out so that they can dry up, and also ensure that if possible marking continues for those particular scripts. At this point, we don't know the extent of the damage. Officials are still assessing the extent of the damage of the school, obviously, as well as of the transcripts of the matriculants that wrote now the accounting paper 2 as well as business economics paper 2. At this point, I just want to request my colleague Thaba to just pan to show the extent of the damage at this school. As you'll see in the background, that's now sheets of zinc that came from the roof that were blown away while the storm was underway yesterday in the afternoon at around 4 p.m. We understand that also there's quite a bit of damage that has occurred here in Thaba Nchu. Now that houses have been damaged by the storm. We will be going around to check exactly what is the extent of the damage, around the residential area. We understand also that the cell phone towers might have been affected because our own cell phones at this point as the SABC News team, as well as some of those of the Department of Education officials have been, unable to get signal. We're struggling quite a bit to get signal. We've got, we've seen street lights that have been damaged here around Thaba Nchu as a result of that massive storm that struck here yesterday. But understand that it's not only Thaba Nchu that was affected by the storm. There's also parts of Bloemfontein. So I could actually say that it's Mangaung in general that has been affected. That is just the information that we have at this point. Perhaps we'll get a bit more clarity as the day progresses. That is all I would like to tell you at this point. And just in closing, we understand that there's a delegation from the National Department of Basic Education that is on its way from Pretoria to come and assess the damage here. Tomorrow there will be a delegation as well from Umalusi that will be now focusing on the papers themselves to check what is the extent of the damage and what solutions are there in place. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Christmas came early for a